welcome. Let me try to be the first, not knowing how this will work. Let me introduce myself first. You might have heard my name in conjunction with some technology you all use for a long time. MP3 and AAC, audio coding. I was involved in doing the research, development, standardization, and then bringing it into the world. And then I've been director of a Fraunhofer Institute for 20 years, and when I went out there, I said, oh no, there's still some unfinished business. There are some dreams to be realized, and some people have called that super hearing. It's the idea that sound should be over headphones in the room like normal sounds are in the room. In computer animation, we've seen that over the years, from going from 2D to 3D and then augmented realities, virtual realities. Sound over headphones, we are still earlier. We had stereo sound, but that meant in the headphone we always heard it in our heads. Then we have what people call 3D or spatial audio. That's not the real thing yet. It's still near the head. And with our technology, you can hear sound sources as they are in the real world. And that has been made possible with a lot of research and a lot of ideas from understanding how our brain works. And that's a big advantage over all the competitors we have. So for that, we now have a demo and in fact selling that to professionals like recording studios, but that still looks a little bit odd. The next generation will be for the high-end consumer market, and we got a lot of positive feedback. In fact, we have demoed this to over 1,000 professionals from this audio industry. And we are now looking for a seed round for more than 5 million euros to really build these headphones. So I have a great team in Ilmenau, some 22 people, very diverse. Our language in the company is English. And yes, I have the problem if people ask us, what's the difference from what you do to what others like Apple and Meta and so are doing? My answer is very short. I say, it works. But you have to listen to it to believe it. So please do that at the next opportunity. Okay.
Thank you so much for the pitch. Yeah, thank you so much. That's a great pitch. I'd love if you would expand a little bit on how you're different than Apple, just because I can't put the headphones on physically here, but it sounds like a very intriguing product.
What people tell us is if they put on the headphones with Apple, it's still somewhere outside the head, but not really at the place in the room where it should be. And last time we demoed it was at the South by Southwest in Austin, and there again people told us, oh, I couldn't have believed it, but it's much, much, much better than what Apple does. Again, as I said, it works as advertised.
If you, besides cash and money, what would you need the most to develop your product further on?
Of course, we need to fund the developers. We need to fund going to the markets, to go on to demoing it. And we need to work with headphone manufacturers. We already have a number of connections, but we need them to do the actual production of the first systems. We won't build them in Ilmenau in numbers.
Your technology, is it patented, or are these the engineers which are as good as you say?
It's patented as well. In fact, we are spin-off of both Fraunhofer and the university, so we got some older patents. which we got assigned or have a license to sub-license. And we have now some 7, 8, in total we have more than 10 patents, but we have 7 or 8 we applied for last year, and it looks good that we will get these issued.
What are the metrics that you're trying to hit with the 5 million round?
We want to go to market end of next year, basically, with selling the first headphones. And if we look, we had internal discussions. I said, no, we need to sell them for a high price, because that's for the people who want the newest and best gadgets. And if we can sell 1,000 or 2,000 of these headphones, we already might be in black ink, but we want to really then go to the next level. I promised my PhD candidates when we first talked about that we will become a unicorn, and for that there is much more research necessary to really have technology which does for our ears what glasses do for our eyes, just improve listening.
Thank you.